Yeah, it'll go over well, I assure you. Okay, match starting here.
All right, so let's take a look. We are seeing we're seeing a junior coming out from Muty. We've got the Booyah Bomb, Splatter K Pro as well. So armor and bombs. That is a nice way to get some momentum going here on this map.
Yeah, probably going to see a lad junior doing junior things and throwing many bombs and providing much armor. And sure enough, here we go.
Yeah, I think that is all down, and so Muti making a really nice grab for Rainmaker immediately after popping that armor and getting the last pick. That is going to let for an aggressive push onto the plat. But will they be able to keep that plat? Getting 50 here, even in the first minute of the game, really isn't much for an initial push.
Yeah, they got pushed out of that area really quick too. The entire plat just turned immediately blue as soon as they were pushed out of there, and turf swinging very quickly back to the side of quantuM there.
Yeah, and that is the kind of defense you need to be able to play on this map to really keep it in your favor. If you lose that plat, it can be so difficult to make any sort of defensive plays. But if you're able to keep that and keep the Rainmaker here, this will allow for quantuM to come in to get a push going of their own.
Brand right now hanging onto this Rainmaker, waiting for that nice opportunity to get up there, but not able to get a meaningful set of picks on the other team, and does get taken out in mid. So right now, Supernova's got a chance to get a few more picks and try and pop that Rainmaker to get some more points on the board here and just maintain pressure.
Yeah, having that Rapid Blaster come in from the the angled corner and just put a little bit of pressure on the Rainmaker was a really nice play there, just to keep the defensive plays on and not allow Supernova to get any more points on the board there.
Yeah, Zero popping off, getting a double there, but it does get taken out before they can pick up that Rainmaker and pop it to put it in the favor of quantuM there. So Supernova right now just putting in some work and clearing this area out to maintain turf control, and once again waiting for that opportunity to make that big push to get past that 50 mark.
Yeah, we see a lot of that turf control coming in from Muti and the Junior here as well, being able to just quickly lay down enough paint to cover mid, play defensively, and just build up those armors to keep the Rainmaker neutralized there.
Yeah, seeing a nice play from Supernova there, grouping up again when things need to turn a bit more defensive on their side and jumping back to spawn. So they're all able to be where they need to be right now, and that's against quantuM, who is trying to make a push onto their plat right now to get some points.
Yeah, and it looks like quantuM is doing a good job at manning the Rainmaker here, but they just don't have enough coverage out on the plat to really stop the bucket there going down, taking out the Rainmaker. And I think that is a really nice cleanup on the side of Supernova.
Yeah, that was well played defensively there and got quantuM out of there. And now they're back to mid. I'm really excited to see how Supernova, if they can get some more points to the border, if they're going to just play defensively. I don't feel like 50 is enough to really sit on your laurels and take it easy.
Yeah, no, it's not a number that I'd be happy with sitting with myself. But, you know, if you are able just to play enough defense or hold the Rainmaker and keep mid incredibly well and coordinate your jumps back, then that might be enough with a minute left on the board. But this still could be anyone's game at this point.
Yeah, right now Supernova is still full force. No picks on taken off of their team right now. So quantuM needs to get a few picks in order to get the foothold they need.
Yeah, if quantuM can just get like 2 down on a good position with the Rainmaker, but they are taken out here, and they are going to have to try again at another push.
Yeah, they were almost in a good position. That the plat was mostly blue, and they're pushing Supernova back, but fortunately Tension got taken out there while holding the Rainmaker, so got to regroup and reorganize themselves in this last 35 seconds left.
Yeah, this might just be the last push of the game here, so we'll see if they're able to make any capitalizing plays, or if some of those like the bombs, the splat bombs, those extra annoying homing bombs, are those going to be enough to lock quantuM off the plat entirely.
Yeah, Brand playing it really safe, keeping a safe distance while holding this Rainmaker. They are going to try and hold on to this. They've only got 6 seconds left in the match, and they do get taken out. So once Supernova touches this, it's going to be game.
That is. Yeah, I am surprised that went in a win with 50 donated in there, or 50 in. I saw Arcbot here with the donation, the 808 donation. Thank you so much, Arcbot.
I'll put a nice bit of blush on my face for that for the next line. How about that? Yeah, I feel like the play for Supernova there was just like being really, really rock solid in their defense. Like quantuM really struggled to maintain any sort of push on their platform.
Yeah, I think just having not necessarily the range coming in from like having a sniper, having a splatling dedicated to keep the range, but having the range come through from just the excessive use of bombs, as well as the range that the blaster was able to put out.
Yeah, and that was an excessive amount of bombs, just constant showering of those bombs down. So, yeah, we'll see. We've got tower control on Sturgeon Shipyard coming up next, so we'll see if their defensive plays continue there, or if quantuM will come through with some play of their own, maybe just hyper aggression or coordination.
Yeah, I feel, with the way quantuM was playing on that last map, they could do really well on this Sturgeon Shipyard, because they were holding that Rainmaker in mid. Like if the last game was about how long you were holding Rainmaker, quantuM certainly had a good foot in the door for that. And so if they're able to have some of their anchor players sit on the tower and really keep that momentum going, that could help in this setup.
Yeah, I think that hopefully they're able to do that in this next set here, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. They did have a really good time, or really strong hold of that Rainmaker, though they weren't able to push up, so let's see how they do in this setup here. So, got a bamboo coming out on the side of quantuM there for...
Yeah, Tension picking up the bamboo here. We're seeing 3 stealth jumps on the side of Supernova as well, which I think is going to be an important way of staying on the map in this match here.
Yeah, they're up against a main power-up K-Pro and a main power-up Bamboozler, so quantum's going hyper-aggressive with their comp right now, and they're going to need that little bit of security of having the stealth jump to stay in here.
Yeah, with Supernova getting on tower right away here. Kara's got that baller at the ready and is just hucking out again, those torpedoes are so annoying to deal with. The combination of those added in with the Booyah Bomb, and in comes the baller. This is a really nice set of coordinated specials to keep the momentum on that tower.
Yeah, the baller did chase people around a little bit, but wasn't able to keep the tower in their favor. But quantuM putting down some ink and sending that tower back to mid right now to put it back where they can put some points on the board now.
Yeah, we've got Tension now riding tower, building up missiles here really quickly, and that missiles is going to call out a lot of the other players in that one corner on that defensive corner spot. Allows Tension to back up just a little bit here, and hopefully they'll be able to capitalize on some of the map control they have here in mid.
Yeah, the ability to just scatter the other team in their defensive position that was well played there, and unfortunately the tower's back in mid right now. DJ with burst bomb rush ready as well, and they're going to need to use it to get Supernova off this tower as it is right now. Tension just harassing it with some shots from the Bamboozler. Looks like they need to build up some specials to make it past this checkpoint, and Tension's trying to do that right now.
Yeah, the missiles being used in on that corner there can be a great way to help let your team push up and keep the momentum, the push alive here. Tension letting DJ jump back to the tower, and this could be the lead if they're able just to stay on. It is.
Yeah, there's a lead for them. I noticed some more distraction tactics coming from quantuM, keeping Supernova at bay up near their spawn while they were able to get lead there. So good play on their part, keeping them busy and letting them get those points and lead.
Yeah, getting into the 28 mark, getting to the checkpoint, but not past the checkpoint here. It definitely puts the heat on now for Supernova to really regroup themselves, get enough turf to be able to have a push again. And even with that, Supernova is 3 down, and seeing quantuM really get up into some aggressive places here, saying like, "Hey, you gotta get to the tower first."
100%, and they're making it very difficult for Supernova to get up there. So DJ right now just moving around, keeping eyes on the map, and probably giving some good calls to his team.
Yeah, using that bomb rush, not necessarily to combat any specific player, but really just to keep the map painted and to keep any sneaky players coming off from the side. So really using that time to be defensive right now in keeping turf alive and calling out any players that show up.
Yeah, nice sneaky play at the end of there for DJ2, escaping the pursuers who are threatening them from under the bridge there. Supernova is on. No, that is quantuM on tower right now. They're back in the game, trying to push them a little bit farther, and I don't know. It seems like right now Supernova is having a hard time maintaining control of that tower. They keep getting pushed off by the aggressive comp of quantuM right now.
Yeah, seeing tension back up there. They have the missiles at the ready, but they're going to have to go against a Booyah Bomb and an armor coming out as well. So this could easily swing in favor for Supernova. Getting to the 30 mark, but that's not quite enough. They have Muti on tower. Muti getting taken out at the 29. Oh, that is so incredibly close. That might have been the play to save the game, though.
Yeah.
Being able just to keep that tower in their favor for that, so close.
Things swung out of their favor once they started getting picked off, but they did have one small chance to keep that their feet on the tower, and unfortunately didn't work out in their favor. But quantuM taking this one in tower control. Well done.
Yeah, that was an incredibly close game. Both teams played exceptionally well on their pushes and on their defense, but just that extra second when you need it, that really did sway in favor of quantuM this round. So we will see how that teamwork and that coordination again goes into our Clan Blitz game on Onco 5 Games.
Onco 5 indeed. Now, do you have any picks or weapon picks you are expecting to see from these teams coming up? We saw an Ink Brush earlier, so I'm expecting to see a Ink Brush Nouveau coming out.
Potentially. I do expect to see bamboos on both teams here. That would not be surprising with how well that curling bomb missile combo can be.
Just the hyper-aggressive quick kills you're able to get off with that weapon.
Exactly. It does a great job painting, a great job supporting, and it can move clams around. I also feel that the Tentabrellas do really well here too. But we'll see. We'll see if Muti decides to keep going with Junior. Like armor is important, but I feel more paint-focused specials like bubbles, missiles, Booyah Bombs can be more relevant on getting a push going on this map here.
Yeah, agreed. Bubbles I find really helpful. We do have some donations to get through, though. In the last match, we got $8.08 donation from ArcBot, comment saying, "Rooms up, same pass," and a $15 from Matsuera. Thank you both for your generous contributions to this.
Yes, thank you so much. Let's take a look at these comps here. Muti is sticking with the Junior. Looks like we're seeing a Junior on both sides, so that armor is going to be useful in keeping the pushes going here. But only seeing one bamboo, and that's coming out from the side of tension.
Yeah, custom dually squelchers on both sides, giving them the aggressive range that they will need to maintain that paint and turf control that you were mentioning before.
Yeah, this map is not only about turf control, but also about clam control. Having all those clams congregate in that middle pool where the zone normally is, being able to control that not only lets you keep the map alive, but also keeps the majority of the clams in your favor, right?
Yeah, that's the big reason why you want to have turf control here, is to see the clams on the map and just prevent the other team from picking them up as easily. So right now, quantum's got 22 clams in their possession right now. It looks like they're probably waiting to get compile those into a power clam for a little bit until they get the advantage, but
yeah, they need to compile clams and they need to compile specials as well. That is the thing with this. The minute you compile clams, you're suddenly called out, and as you're trying to build specials, then you don't have necessarily the power you need to push forward. So
Supernova making the push right now as well. Got his power climb in their possession and almost got up to that platform there, but backing off to wait until they had a better opportunity. They've got 22 clams on their side, so if they're able to open that basket up with this baller, unfortunately gets taken out before they're able to use that baller by Bran. And we'll see how this goes from here.
Yeah, Bran's making a good beeline in, gets the assist, gets the kill, has a clam ready to go, but is opting right now just to paint, get a little bit more turf control before making a push. Tension's got the 9 at the ready and is putting in those curling bombs just to put the path forwards.
Yeah, path is pretty clearly painted, and power clam support coming up right now, taking out Wano up top there, and there we go. We got the first break of the match with 2 power clams in that basket right off the get-go.
And I love how immediately after the basket was broken, they had Tension had that teammate throw in the single clam to get the 10. There was no hesitation on that, so that immediately put a 48 score on the board. But that is not unbeatable here. This map really can sway even in like large clam quantities, if you will.
Yeah. Exactly. There's still bucket loads of clams out here in the mid that they could pick up if they're able to get the turf control, and that is one thing that quantum's doing a really good job of, is just maintaining control in this mid area. They've got 11 clams in their possession right now, and
it's exactly what we said. Like turf control equals clam control. You can almost you can just close your eyes and only focus on the clam number, and then guess how the map is looking, and that'll probably give you a pretty good estimate for where you're at in this match.
Yeah, 2 down on the side of quantum right now, so we'll see if Supernova can get in there, grab some of those clams and turf, and get a push going. That being said, they've got 2 power clams on the board right now, and
yeah, almost a third with Muti having I think 9 at the in pocket.
Just scrambling around to see if they can get that opening. Baller coming up here to try and paint a path and get a safe jump for their teammates.
Yeah, the baller comboed with the rain. That rain is going to be a great tool at painting up a little bit, but it just wasn't enough to get a jump in.
Yeah, I believe that at that point their teammates didn't have an opportunity to jump in with their other clam there, so no backup on that baller, unfortunately, and quantum is once again strangling mid with their magenta. I think this is dark magenta, this color. And right up to the Supernova basket once again, taking out their clam holder, and with Kara sweeping in to save it.
And Zero just throwing in a clam with Tension with a follow-up. That is bringing the counter to a 13. When you've only got 30 seconds left, this now has gone from bad to worse. So Supernova has really got to coordinate their specials. They do have that baller ready to go. It is coming in. Will they have jumps coming to it in the time they need?
I don't see any jumps. That Super Clam gets taken out, and it's looking a little grim. quantum doing a good job defending that basket area.
Yeah, I think that's it. If you can't get the clam in on time, they do get one.
There's one in with another clam coming in to support that too, but they need to get more clams from mid and come back while still maintaining turf control there.
Yeah, this is going to be incredibly difficult to maintain, but they are keeping a couple on at a time. This really is where individual players can shine. But it's an amazing push, but it's not enough to keep it through to give you the game.
quantuM making sure that Supernova just does not have any clams to pick up from mid there, throwing them off the edge there. But good kudos to quantuM there. Lots of nice, tight coordination, because anytime they broke it with one power clam, there was immediately a second one in to help add some points in their favor. So that was amazing to see. I actually enjoy team-based clams. Solo clams is a little bit rougher, but
yeah, solo clams can be its own bag of salt. But being able to see, like, that game should really show you where coordination and teamwork capitalize. We saw quantuM have just such smooth, tight plays. The minute they broke the clam basket, they always had 2 or 3 other follow-up plays that their teammates were all talking and coordinated in on. Whereas with Supernova, we saw a couple of times they had really good plays getting to the clam basket. They had that baller there. They had enough clams, but just not having the ability to have all of the teammates get in at the time they needed to really, really shows where that map can go.
Yeah, I can definitely sympathize with what Supernova's going through there, because when you've got when we don't have any points on the board and you just need to get a climb in there to open that basket, it's very tempting to rush in there preemptively and open it up so your team can put some points on there. But in this case here, with quantuM's defensive capabilities, they were not able to make any headway on those pushes. So
yeah, we do have a couple other donations coming in here. We have Dav Andres with $5 saying Splatoon is essential, and I agree. Splatoon is an essential service. That is why we are all playing Splatoon here today.
We open for business.
Exactly. We have Orthoceras, I hope I'm saying that right, with $5 saying, I love Splatoon, but I'm also very bad at it. Incredible to see such talented players showcasing their talent to help save real lives at the same time. And I fully agree. I think the ability to have everyone here coming together as a community. We have players giving their absolute best for you all here today, and we have the community coming together, part of you in chat, and everybody watching and donating at home.
Yeah. In fact, we were able to raise over $4,000 in this short tournament here is pretty incredible, and I'm super proud to be part of this community. So thank you all once again. But here we are at Mako rain or tower control here.
Yeah, this is a commonly played map and mode. Being able to really capitalize on everything this map gives you. A really nice path of the tower. It gives you a pretty quick swim back into mid, and gives a lot of opportunities for different creative specials to be utilized here.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Makomar in many different modes, honestly. Lots of places to hide, and it as you said, it's not a long map, so your transit time to the mid is pretty quick.
And we're really seeing, I have to say, Supernova coming in with some incredibly coordinated plays. I feel they took from their last game. They said, hey, you know, maybe we could have been just a little bit more in sync with our specials, and they took that feedback and immediately actioned it here, because we are seeing their specials come together one after another, and really within the first minute or so here of the game, being able to get into 34 on this map is a really strong push to open up with.
Oh yeah, they weren't going to take this from quantuM any longer. They wanted to make sure they made a firm stance and established a bit of dominance early in the match there. As of right now, they are putting in some work with like just getting some picks on the side of quantuM. But right now, quantuM's pushing back, getting to this first checkpoint here, which can honestly be pretty iffy for them, because they do have a rapid blaster on the side of Supernova, which I believe that's right in range of that tower there.
Yeah, and Brent coming in with a really aggressive flank here. Does get taken out, but is able to put on enough damage and distraction to let the teammates clean up with that inkjet there. So quantuM is coming in aggressively and may sneak in on that checkpoint. Let's see if they're able to clear it.
Yeah, it looks like they are no one on the tower right now, but they are scrambling around.
They do get the lead there. That was incredibly close with just having players just on the edge of the tower and touching it long enough to keep it alive. That was a really good play in order to...
Yeah, in order to just keep them in the game, keep that thing going. And right now we just see some blatant harassment of people on the top perch there from Supernova, keeping their approach on the tower safer.
Oh, and I'm just getting in here. They're playing the wrong map, apparently. So if the host picks the wrong map, it should not be played on. And if it is played on, both teams are going to accept the result of the game here.
Right.
So it looks like that is the ruling we're going to be going here for. So we will we'll see how this ends up faring out. To be fair, this map is a very competitive map mode, so I can see both teams being happy to play on this.
Yeah, I didn't see much hesitation from either side there to play this map, so looks like they're both playing it, so we're gonna keep going as it is.
Yep, so we'll keep that in there, and we will update you with any other info as that comes along to us here.
Zero putting in some work with this inkjet here, getting a few picks before trading with Wano there. Nice use of one special to turn the tide of battle. Right now we have quantuM in the lead. They have pretty good turf control right now, but the tower is still sitting in mid, so I don't know if they're opting for a more defensive strategy right now, or if they're just having trouble against Supernova.
Yeah, we are down to the last minute here, so this really is a chance for Supernova to come back with a little bit of aggression in able to get one more push going if they want to take the set.
So 29 seconds left. Looks like Supernova's on the tower, going to try and get a push in here. Kara just trying to find... there was someone over in that side area there that they're trying to pick off.
Yeah.
DJ being the culprit.
And having being able to pincer is so important on that part, because if you have one person over on the side and one person up on the front, that can make a really great defensive play in on the tower. So it looks like this is going to be going in favor of quantuM.
That's game. So unfortunately, we did have that map mix-up earlier on, but they both played, so I believe that's going to be the ruling, but the other TOs have the authority to give better information if I had that wrong.
Yeah, I believe that is going to be the set there, but we will just